The message that I would have for people now after the 20th anniversary is this. The people who worked so hard for our incorporation, and I was not one of them. Smarter, wiser people put the corporation together. And by wise, I mean one of the best things they did is they made the offices in Cutler Bay nonpartisan. And boy, has that paid off. So we were able to create solutions for people and improve lives by working together. We were neighbors, we were citizens and Americans first, and guess what? That's all that mattered. And so my message is, I think that it's time that we demand that of all levels of our government. I'm thrilled about Cutler Bay's anniversary. I wish that the Cutler Bay experiment could resonate beyond us and have an impact there. So that's my message. So we got that right. And thank you for those of you who worked on the corporation, because you nailed it.
Well, first of all, let me just say this to you. I'm sorry that I can't be here in person. Having served on the two committees, the Finance Committee and the Charter Committee, to put the town together, and watching it grow, being on the council, and the other council members that I watched that came after me, what they did to make it work, and the management. I really wanted to be here. But the main thing for me is you, the people that are out there that made this place work. It would not have existed had it not been the support that came forward from the people that lived here. The work that we put into this was a result of all of the efforts of the people of Cutler Bay. And I want to thank you for what you did to make this town what it is. And it's going to get better all the time. So yeah, thank you. I thank you, the people, for standing up and making this a great place to live.
I think we were the little engine that could. And I remember saying this back in the 90s. You know, we had no idea that this would succeed. It was such an uphill battle. So I hope that they realize that by doing that, we get state grants, we get so much more help in this area that we fondly have named Cutler Bay, that we wouldn't have been able to do that as just a part of the county. And I hope that they appreciate all the people who've moved down since. We have lots of people that were not interested in living down here until it became Cutler Bay and started being a much nicer place to live. And I think you also have to celebrate the history of the people who lived when they used to call the area Cutler Ridge. That hasn't gone away. We still have Cutler Ridge. It's still District 1, and it always will be. These are things that I hope citizens realize. I think they do, but they wouldn't all be living here, which you can see how our town has grown if it was a very wonderful place to live.
A message that I would make sure that everybody knows as we celebrate our 20-year milestone is, look how far we've come. We've made great improvements in our service, in our police department, in our schools, in our roads, in our flooding mitigation, in preserving green space, in economic development. I think we're hitting home runs on all those areas. And that's where we've come. But so as we're growing forward, we need to continue to be diligent on having a vision of where you want to be. Don't just let things happen. The things that we didn't just happen. They were planned in charrettes, and people talk about them, and it took sometimes 20 years to make it happen. So have a vision for the future. But again, I'll say it again and again and again. The number one part of that vision has to be preserving the community of Cutler Bay, where families, friends, and neighbors care about each other, enjoying being with each other, and support each other.
Wow, 20 years already of Cutler Bay. Congratulations. It's such a beautiful town, full of hardworking people, good people. And what a miracle in only 20 years. Cutler Bay is very special to me, and I'm so proud to represent all of you in Congress, in the federal Congress, and work very hard to bring dollars, federal dollars, to your town. So congratulations to Mayor Meerbot, to the town manager Casals, to the council members, to the first responders, and to every single resident who makes Cutler Bay a great place to live. I want to share this with you in closing this congressional record, which will record this important day in the annals, in the history of the United States Congress forever. So Cutler Bay, congratulations, good job, and your Congresswoman loves you.
Cutler Bay means to me community. It's knowing you're going to have community events all the time, whether it's for seniors or summer camps for kids. You know that there's a sense of community that's in every part of life in Cutler Bay. You know that you have leadership in your community that brings us together and reminds us what it's all about.
The one thing I would share with this residents of Cutler Bay is remember where we came from, right? Look at all we've accomplished. Look at the parks that my kid played baseball at, look at, your local market. I think we've got restaurants coming soon. We've got our own ER here in Cutler Bay. Let's keep building this community up. Let's keep coming together. Let's keep strengthening. Don't let the little things that divide us get in the way of all that unites us. And at the end of it, the town of Cutler Bay is a foundation that we can all build a future on.
Good evening, everyone. What a tremendous occasion. While I may not be there in person, I definitely am in spirit. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary. The town of Cutler Bay is a place known for its strong community spirit, beautiful neighborhoods, and forward-thinking leadership. To the residents, town officials, and every person who calls Cutler Bay home, congratulations on 20 extraordinary years. Thank you for your trust, your support, and your continued partnership. Happy anniversary, Cutler Bay.
We are in a moment where we're celebrating the legacy of the first 20 years, but we get to build the next 20 and the next 100. And this is a community that if every student, teacher, principal, parent, and community member continues to work together, we will be able to celebrate many more generations of students continuing to go to excellent schools and being prepared to then have their kids come to our town schools, which is so beautiful and we see every day, and to continue thriving as a community.